pesos a month, and you get this foreigner, you understand how they look at some of the foreigners sometimes. They figure that they all have money, but they see them living in high style in a high rise condo, paying 50,000 a month. And that's just on rent. And most Filipinos don't make 50,000 pesos a month. That's not the norm. No, it's not. I can see why there's some resentment in some ways. I'm not knocking, saying someone can't come here and live a good life. If they got the money to do it and they're not going to go broke doing it, why not? I don't have a problem with that. But when you sort of like looking down your nose at other people, I have a problem with that. That's the only problem I have. You need to live the life that makes you comfortable. After all, this is a hot, humid country. You want to live in a nice, clean, if you have a condo, you want to have a nice, clean, spacious condo if you can afford it. You want to have, good air conditioning. You want to have access to the finest restaurants to eat at. Some people are very picky what they eat. I'm actually very picky. But would I pay 50,000 pesos a month for rent out here? Oh, definitely not. I was looking at these high rise in Hong Kong that went on fire. I have a thing about it's one thing to stay in a condo for overnight or a few nights or something. You're visiting Cebu or wherever you're going, but to live in a condo high rise, no, that would be kind of scary between earthquakes and possibility of fires. Looking in Hong Kong, that fire in these couple of buildings there, they're not totally figuring how it started yet. So there's a lot of disaster going on there right now. There's been deaths, there's been people missing, animals dead, some people dead. And living in a tower, living in a something like that, it's kind of scary. It really is. But you want to bet on the odds or whatever if that happening to you if you lived. I mean, shit happens when it happens. There's no control about it. You have no control at all. And a lot of times, a lot of condos throughout the world, not just here, and it's everywhere, are built on silt. Really, they're not built on a stable base. They're built well in Philippines. You have a lot of places that are built on reclamation areas. Which used to be ocean. That water don't just disappear. It makes its way in. If you have a lot of rain going on all the time, it's going to loosen up the ground. So it's really kind of a scary situation to live, but people don't see that. They don't realize this is reclaimed land, whatever. It's created land where there was water. And that's the danger point. I know in Seattle, the waterfront area downtown, if you're standing in the waterfront, it's a popular area. Tourists come down. They have a lot of little shops and curiosity shops, and it's nice just to walk by the pier and all that. When you turn around and you look at all these condo buildings in the background, which is not terribly far from the water, but that was all built on kind of like silt. And if there's a serious earthquake in which, Seattle is due for yet another one, those buildings are all going to come down with the people in it. I guess they don't think about that when they build places like this. So condo to stay in it for a little bit? Yeah, okay. I thought about it in the past. Should I be living in Cebu, a big city, close to hospitals and all that shit? Well, there's a trade-off, like anything. Where are you going to live in the city? It's going to be some apartment, a condo, or something. I mean, you want to go to the outskirts of the city, you might be able to find a house. Sure, you could. There are. But it's more convenient to live right in the city. But if you want to deal with the pollution, the noise, and it's all fine, you get in your building and you come out and you're into reality. You walk into third world. So you're in a modern building, a modern tower, and it feels like first world. Come back out again, you're back into third world, and you're faced with the horrible noise, the pollution. But you can still hear that in the towers, though. I've been in buildings in the 40 something floor or whatever, and you can still hear the traffic. They don't really soundproof these buildings anyway. Fuck, you could hear dogs barking from the 40 something floor. You would hear roosters. Everywhere, roosters. Okay. Anyway, we're still kind of waking up here. Oh, the gossip is starting with Tesla Edison here. I confirmed very strongly that Barry and Dex are talking. What is he going to get out of that? She ain't making no money. Why is he interested in her? Why would she be interested in him? He ain't got a dime. Absolutely. I bought a place in IT Park. Oh, the message is going too fast here. Absolutely, I bought a place in IT Park, 2-bedroom condo. You can still hear the noise, man. Not what's his interest in her anyway? Condos are good because you can go on vacation and not worry about break-ins. Oh, that's not necessarily true. No, that's not necessarily true. Well, you feel probably safer there than you would in a house, probably, especially in a big city. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I've considered condos in the past. In fact, I've gone well beyond considering. I won't get into that, but it just wasn't a good idea. But I think if you are, I mean, if you're really getting very elderly, a condo might be the choice for you in a safe building, and you're close to all the amenities and hospitals and all that shit. I mean, speaking of conveniences, they got these condos that are attached to Ayala Mall and places like that. You don't have to go into the outside world to go shopping. You go right from your building, press the elevator button to a certain level, and that'll, get you walked over to the Ayala Mall, where you could have, you could eat out, lunch, breakfast, dinner, get all the amenities are there, supermarkets and all that stuff. Some people don't even leave their condos. So to some, that would make sense. But is that you're going to spend your life encapsulated in a condo building? You're not going to wander out into the streets and walk around and whatever you need to do. Then again, walk around and see what? God, I could almost understand it, really. Well, especially if you're elderly. Where are you going to go? Well, you could get a grab cab or something and do something, I guess. But, I don't know who's been in Cebu or not, on here, but it's really not that exciting of a place. I mean, I like Cebu, but it's really not that exciting of a place. I mean, if you're new here, you want to go see the statues, you want to go see the churches, you want to see the typical sights that tourists see. But then once you've seen it all, you've seen it, it's over. There's not much to do in Cebu unless you just like to go out dining. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Dining? Yeah, there's all kinds of restaurants and stuff out. Absolutely. You can do that, but and of course the malls, a lot of people spend a lot of time in the malls, and I understand it's something to do, and especially if you're elderly too, or you're senior, you know, you're retired. You go hang around the mall because you get bored. You sit there, you want to have a cup of coffee and a donut or something, and there might be some other elderly people around there you could talk to. You always find somebody to talk to at a coffee shop if you're just social enough. And yeah, that's it would be considered people's social life to do that. Remember when you blocked Region? That was funny. I blocked a lot of people. Okay, what's this? I'm missing some comments here. Stefan says, just for the cost of effectiveness, you're spending $700 a month and plan on staying here in the Philippines. Buy a place, especially a condo where a foreigner can own it. You never own anything, really. You think you do. If the country wanted to take that condo away from you, they could take it away from you just like that. For whatever reason. You don't really own anything. And if you don't pay taxes on something, you're going to lose it too. Okay, so according to how you look at things, you never really own anything. I've had 3 houses in my life, and I don't truly own it. Nor does my partner, because if you don't pay the taxes and things like that, it can take it away from you. In fact, if the government wanted to reclaim the house and land, for some reason, for some crazy reason, they could turn around and do that anytime they want. Just like that. Snap of a finger. They can take your house away and land. Well, if they want to widen the roads over here, where I live, it's been very controversial. Hold on, I gotta put something on here. Okay, here we go. Where I live on this block, there's always a lot of talk about paving all the roads and widening them. Now, that would involve having to encroach on their land. That means that, whatever fencing or walls they had up would have to come down. Good morning, wet morning here. It subsided a little bit. It's just showering now, but very wet. For example, here, my wall, if they wanted to widen this road instead of going that way in the field, which I hope they would, and they wanted to come in, they could come in here and they could knock down my whole wall. If they needed another foot or two in space, they could do that too. They could do what they want. Where is Pennywise? I don't know. Yeah, it was a very wet morning. It came down, thunder. See, I don't mind a periodical heavy rainfall. I don't. It's good for the water aquifer. I do have a well out here. I hate well water. I will tell you that. You don't know what the fuck is in it. That's why you got a shock treatment it. But that's the problem. That powdered chlorine, that's in there, that you put in there, and you got to run it through the pipes for a while, but still the chlorine remains in there. And you could get it on your skin. And actually, you could stain some clothing because it actually takes a while to dissipate. Chlorine will kill any germs, any bacteria, stuff like that. But, it's still in your water tank until you go through another cycle, and that has to go through your pipes, to your shower and everything else. There's still a lot of chlorine. It's concentrated powder. What you want to do is heat up some water in a bucket, and you want to pour this uh, chlorine granulated in there, stir it up, then you throw it into your well. Well. And then you want to run your water. You want to get the flow going and all that stuff. You want to get it through your pipes. You want to get it to circulate around. Run your faucets, flush your toilet, run your shower. You'll smell it. You'll smell a little bit of it. But sometimes a lot of it hangs around. And we've actually seen some of our clothing that had some stains on it from doing this process. So, but it is a necessary process you have to do, though. 15 watching here and 9 watching Popeye. Oh, Popeye, you're losing it. Of course he missed a day, though. Shame on you, Popeye. You missed a day. You missed yesterday. And you missed an interesting show, too. You're losing it, Popeye. You're falling behind. Maybe the old boy wasn't feeling good. Maybe he's in a drunken stupor. Very interesting. I was watching how they were making the Titanic movie. That's been all over the internet. People have been posting that. Really interesting shit, man. How each scene was done in there, man. That was some good stuff. Always had an interest in the movie industry and how they create these scenes. And people think it's done just like that, but one scene could take them a week or more to create. It's not easy. What they went through to do Jaws, and that was during a time that they had no AI, none of that shit. They had to create that shark, and boy, did they have problems. They had several of them. And one side of the shark you didn't see. It was completely open, so they could get into it to correct anything that got fucked over by the salinity of the water. There was so many things that went on. That was interesting to watch, too, on how they make Jaws. It was nothing but a disaster. It was a disaster movie kind of thing, but it was a pain in the ass making that movie and how long they had to work making it 14 hours a day. And they had to redo shit all the time. They had to come up with some really creative minds. They didn't have all this AI and shit and crap that they have now. This was hard work. This was extremely hard work making that movie. It turned out to wind up being a blockbuster. They made very good on them. They made very good on the movie. But making that movie was a nightmare. You'd have to watch it. Just punch in like the making of Jaws. How did they do it? Not everything you see is done so easily. Here we go. Gotta get that tea going, boys. Some things don't change. Now, what can we say to Popeye this morning? Well, first of all, how are you? Have you ever been to Hawaii? I did. I lived there 15 years. I had a house there. Popeye, did you ever have a house in Hawaii? Instead of, doing a quit claim deed with your mommy to get the house that you're living in? I heard you need to maintain the place. But I understand you're immobile, so you can't really do that. And you certainly don't want to spend the money to have somebody, mow the lawn and do, certain required things that most people who own homes do. Shame on you, man. Now, what were you doing that was so exciting that you couldn't simulcast me yesterday? What happened? What happened? You missed it. Something had to happen. Did your liver give out or something, or what happened? But you're back in action this morning, aren't you? God bless you. God bless you. How does it feel that your favorite president is in the sewer? How does it feel? You wearing your MAGA hat, or did you retire it? Eating that dish of crow. Unfortunately, your main man going downhill fast, physically, mentally, politically, socially, morally. You voted for him. You certainly did. Oh, God. Don't even get me started with Trump again. I started off with that. I do watch what's going on with Trump. I've never been so involved with getting updates on the buffoonery that this president is performing and showing the American people of how his brain is a little bit sleepy. Never mind sleepy Joe Biden that he liked to coin the phrase for. Now it's sleepy Trump. Haven't seen him wearing that MAGA hat, though. Have you seen him wearing that MAGA hat? No, I haven't seen him. He's not wearing a MAGA hat anymore. Probably neither are his supporters. They're all embarrassed and red-faced now, aren't they? Aren't they, Popeye? I remember Popeye saying, Frank, don't even vote. Well, you know what? You're mostly right. It's very rare that I voted living in the United States. And why is that? Why is that? You're going to ask Popeye. Because I never trusted any of them. I don't want to just indiscriminately vote for anybody, even if it's a Democrat. I don't trust any politician. Because if they fuck up, I know that my vote, voted for somebody who's going to fuck up royally. I don't trust any politicians in the United States. Good morning, Expat Forever. You're always late. Good golly. But Popeye's not late. He's out there simulcasting right now. But he wasn't there yesterday, though. No, sir. He was not there yesterday. Shame on you. Okay, now I'm going to get fresh lemon here because I don't know, that shit that we have laying around is getting old. I've been using all of my tea. You got a shitload of it. It looks like huge calamansi, whatever you call it. And they were good for a while, but they're getting kind of funky looking right now. So I got a nice fresh lemon. Let's compare. And some of these, well, this is different. I might add this too. This is passion fruit. That'll sweeten it up. But see, we got some fresh lemons. But she was given a shitload of this. That's what I've been using. Looks like lime, right? It's still good. But this time I'm going to use it. I'm going to use we got one here, right? I'm going to use a nice fresh lemon. I know it's a fucking lemon, not a lime. I don't know what the difference is except for color. I didn't study limeology or lemonology, Popeye. The favorite moment when I squeeze it out, Popeye. That's your moment when I squeeze it out. You ready, Popeye? Come on, grab onto your cock. We're going to squeeze one out for you. You ready? There's a release. Semen for a semen. Get it? There you go. Look at that. Oh my God. I don't know. Popeye's all dried out. I don't think he could even do that. The desert comes out of him when he rubs one off. Ooh, we're getting on him this morning. Oh, look at that, Popeye. The release. Oh my goodness. I even got the strength to squeeze the lemon to do this. Do you have that? But you got carpal tunnel in your wrist from jacking off all the time. Here we go. One more. One more. There's that release. Ah, look at that. Ambrosia. Ambrosia. More, more. Look at that. More, more, more. Oh, oh. Wasn't that a great release, Popeye? Wasn't that a great release? How about it, folks? Was that a great release or what? You scrolled up, Popeye came on your stream. Jay was at a mini mart buying, of course. What else is he going to do, bro? He can't go without liquor of any kind for any period of time, ever, ever. I got my own habit. I can understand to a point, but this guy's extreme. I mean, this guy's extreme. Ginger, some ginger here. Got to put the ginger in this morning. Oh, be careful. It's really loose. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay. Now I got to stir this puppy up, and we're ready to go. Did you like that release of the lemon, Popeye? Did you like that? Did it make you salute the flag again? Did you wear your MAGA hat with that one? Stir that puppy up. Pure ambrosia, Popeye. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I better not talk that way. He's going to get too horny. If he was here, he'd start to mount me or something. Get that dog away from me. Oh, welcome aboard, folks. Welcome aboard. It has stopped raining with the dawn here, and that's the way it happens. When it's dark out, it rains. You get the marine air. Get it? Marine air that comes in here from the ocean. It was a good soaking, though. God. Everybody went home again to Cebu, so we got some peace around here, except for the two kids. It was just too busy around here. And a lot of cleanup after them, constantly. Again, I'm going to share what I mean about the table. I just showed you the living room table, what was on there. Okay, let's look at the dining room table. We use these old wine bottles. We love them because they're glass, and we use it for cold water. Okay, they left it on here. I don't know. I guess some shomai was in here, left it there. Somebody's drinking cup. And the seasoning here, what they did with this, hydrocortisone, and I don't know what the fuck this is. It's a charger of some sort. Nice place. Nice place. Just put it on the fucking dining room table, will you? Come on. Add more. Then we go to the other table in the room here. Got a cleaning rag here, which they didn't even use. Look at the, look, come on. Look at this. Look at it. We got a nail thing here, salon paws. What's this? Some Korean shit. Her daughter is into a lot of Korean stuff. I have no idea what this is. For nails. None of this shit belongs on here. Glass, dirty. Okay. Enough bitching about that. Uncle Frank could be here to clean it all. Dishes left in the sink. I don't leave dishes in the sink. This is that stuff that goes with the shomai. It's quite spicy, but it's good. No, it's so easy just to clean this out and put it away, right? Well, they won't do that. Pieces of packaging from something that was open on the counter. All right, this is a mess I just created, but I will be cleaning it up. I'll do my part. That'll be thrown out. But now we used to have a garbage bag, but no more, because they want us to segregate everything. So everything winds up on the sink. And I left the responsibility to her. I said, I'm not sorting all this shit out. We used to be able to throw everything in one thing in a sack outside and tie it up, and they'd come and take it up the corner. But now they want everything segregated. That means that food's going to be left around here. We're just going to throw shit on the counter until someone goes and sorts this out and figures out what's plastic and what's this and what's that. Frankie, you're mine. You remember Gene Wilder and Stir? Of course I remember Gene Wilder. You're going to tell me I look like Gene Wilder? Is that the next statement? I like Gene Wilder. Well, what about him? Yes, answer is yes. I know who Gene Wilder is. Good morning, dear. There's my little special blossom. Up early as usual for me, anyway. Well, it was raining hard, was it? Did you hear it? The thunder? My God. By the way, you look like an angel this morning. You look like an absolute angel. You're beautiful even when you sleep. Why is that? Why are you so beautiful? Yeah, look at the eye here. Such a beautiful woman. Such a precious thing. Oh, my God. My God. My God. My God. Popeye only wishes he had something like this. I'm not going to show her in bed. She's clothed, but smile of an angel. An angel. My God. One day, Popeye, one day. But you can't live your life, Popeye, vicariously through me and what I have. You just can't do that. It's not good for you to do that kind of shit. Go out there and experience life, man. Get a real woman, fur and all. Yeah. Get a real woman. You won't be as bitter, for God's sakes. Oh, gosh, man. What about Gene Wilder anyway? You trying to say I'm stir crazy or what? Or shell shocked? I can't whistle. I tell you, man, I was the number one whistler, man. I'm not joking. It's a true story. Ever since I got my teeth capped, I could whistle the good, bad, and the ugly. A lot of really top songs that maybe you heard whistling done, Western movies, stuff like that. I was able to do that. It's a shame. It's a goddamn shame. I just can't whistle anymore. It was a gift. It was a gift. Pretty professional whistling, actually. Not always perfect, but pretty damn good. Except I can't make any money off whistling. But yeah, ever since I got my teeth capped, and I noticed I said teeth because I have teeth. Teeth, Popeye, teeth. Barry, teeth. God, it's just wet. No drought. That's for damn sure in the Philippines. No drought this year. I was able to even whistle that song, for Titanic. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and all that shit. Can't do it anymore. The world is at a loss. Oh, well. Sometimes you gain something. Sometimes you lose it. Oh, here's something funny. Jim, Gasian Adventures over there in Cambodia. I got to get a haircut. I think it's just to be around people. He hardly has any hair to get cut. He goes, I'll tell you, I could grow a full beard overnight. Well, If I was taking the testosterone and the roids that he takes, yeah, I would imagine so. But unfortunately, it's not helping his hair on his head. That's a Gone Girl, like the movie Gone Girl. That's it. Say I got a million of them. All right, what about Gene Wilder? Now you got me going on this. What about Gene Wilder? You're asking me about Gene Wilder. You look like Gene Wilder or something, or I have no idea. All right, we can get off Gene Wilder. My tea is still too hot to drink here. That's underhanded with my tongue. It's not like a straight out whistle where you pucker your lips. There's two types of whistling, if you didn't know that. The first kind, the most common type, is where you pucker your lips. And then there's another way where you're not puckering your lips. You're actually using your tongue and your voice box and you're or overhand. I call it overhand and underhand. I was able to do both. I can't anymore. It's a travesty, I tell you. It's a fucking travesty. Maybe not to you, but to me. I'm a regular songbird compared to being a jailbird. Barry. Oh, what's the rumor that Big E wants to pay? The word on the street is that Big E wants to get Barry back home. Well, you allowed him to stay there for 2 3/4, almost 3 years. I mean, what are you waiting for? I think secretly he wants Barry to suffer, but he doesn't want to admit it on here. No, he don't. Snappy Tom says, Frank, Jim is saying that he's 54 years old. He could be, but he doesn't look it. I always said he looks like he's about 68. Always showing off his muscles, but there's something with those roids he's taking or something that it's not doing him any mercy on his external, his skin and his aging process for some reason. You would think differently with the testosterone, this and that, but he's doing something wrong. But I think it's the drinking that makes him look old. It's the drinking. I cannot see this testosterone doing it. I don't even know about, the roids may have something to do with it, but I think that it's having to do with his excessive drinking. That'll age people pretty fast. I would have to go with that. If I had a list and choice there, you got the drinking, the testosterone, and the roids. I'd have to say it's the drinking. He's so proud of how he looks at 54. Shit, I look younger than him, and I'm 71 and counting. He's 54 and I'm 71 and I look better than him. He's doing something wrong. He's got to be doing something wrong. This is too hot to drink. Let me see. It's just about the right temperature. Otherwise, you'll burn your esophagus. I don't want to do that. Some people age well. Apparently Popeye hasn't. What do you want me to talk about today, Popeye, that's going to, kind of turn you on, brother, my fellow brethren? No, seriousness, I give you a lot of shit about Popeye and all that stuff, but, it's such a sad story with him, though. And he's just one of the prime examples here on YouTube of people that are just total fucking losers in every fucking way. Oh, sure, they got a house that's housing them and all that. That's their plus. How they got it, that's another story. Like he didn't earn it with his own money and bought it. He got it from mommy. Didn't you, Robert? You got it from mommy. He could afford to go out and buy a house like that in Florida. Not that it's fancy. The last value I seen on that was tops, $300,000 tops. I think when he acquired the house from his mommy, it was worth something like $160,000 or something. Nothing fancy for Florida, Jim was telling Democrats to So funny. Oh, they're getting it up the ass. All the Republicans are really getting it up the ass. Come on, you know they are. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, I don't care which party you are. You got it. Well, you're not going to admit it to me, but you have to, you admit it to yourself that Trump is really fucking up royally. For his term in office so far, he is really fucking up. He will never make it through his whole term. He's either going to be taken in a white jacket to an insane asylum, or he's going to drop dead of one of his diseases. Maybe he got sick from injecting himself with a bug spray that time when the COVID came or something. I don't know. Poops is QAnon. What's that? QAnon. I'm not sure. So Jim was telling Democrats to get off his show. Just like fucking Barry from his jail cell. Remember when Brevis came over and gave Barry a MAGA hat? Oh my God. Barry was so proud. It was a defining moment in his life. And then, not to mention the brisket that Brevis brought over, and Barry gave one of his rebel yells. His hillbilly yells. That was golden. That was golden. Wonder what Barry's looking like these days. He's either fatter than he was last time we saw him on camera, which he was huge. The guy needed the fucking zip code. Or he's emaciated. It's going to be one or the other. Now, you could gain more weight from inactivity, but apparently he's been doing the Superman thing. He's been lifting weights. He said he's got big biceps now, and we'd all like to see that. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. Send us a picture of your biceps, Barry, of your new physique. I know one damn thing. If they had exercise equipment in there, and if they didn't, I'd be doing exercise every fucking day. I wouldn't stop doing my exercise. Oh, hell no. You'll just deteriorate in that environment. If the fucking bacteria and the disease in there don't kill you, if the food don't kill you, if the water you drink isn't contaminated, don't kill you or make you sick, something will. Maybe one of the inmates will annihilate him because he has a big fucking mouth. Snappy says, remember when Obama rocked up to TGIF wearing his famous yellow pants? Was it yellow he was wearing? It's been a while. I don't remember what he was wearing, to be honest with you. I really don't. It's very observant of you, actually. No, I don't remember. Yellow pants? He wore yellow. Hey, I get better than that. He would wear pajama bottoms walking outside. He'd go outside. Outside of jail, He would wear pajama bottoms because he didn't have much clothing. Yeah, he wore to a bar. I have an old video somewhere that he's in a bar, being cocky as he normally is, trying to hit on the women, and he was wearing like a plaid type of pajama bottoms in a bar. He went outside with pajama bottoms on. So is Popeye going to be able to have a new special this year of Obama's incarceration? I don't know. I hear that word on the street is that, the Good Boys Club, the High Roaders, were going to bail him out. That's what I heard. I won't believe it until I see it. Are they finally giving in? Well, you know what that's all about. Do you know what that's all about? It's only dude that wears yellow. That's how I remember. Okay, well, good memory on that. See, if Big E bails him out of his situation, it's for the purpose of smacking me in the face, saying that he's not going to spend a Christmas in there. I got you, Frank, on this one. He's going home before Christmas. Is he really? And how would that be a smack in the face to me? Please tell me. As Barry likes to say, please tell me. Do explain to me. How is that a victory? Oh, of course, they're going to use it as a victory marker, of course. They're going to say, oh, yeah, we got Barry out. Then Popeye wouldn't be able to do his Popeye special. Oh, God forbid he couldn't do that. But how is that a mud thrown in my face if he's released by Christmas? The dude spent almost 3 years incarcerated. How is that a win for Barry? Do explain to me. How is that a win? How is that a win for Big E and the High Road Club to get him released for Christmas? Released to what is the first question. To go to the airport, to go back home to Alabama just to be retrieved at the immigration station because of possible warrants for his child support and bench warrants he has out for him still. How is that a win situation? Please feel free to tell me. If you got any idea how it's a win, my viewers, tell me how it might be a win for Barry. I don't see any winning at all for either one of these goobers. Do tell. Speak up. You could do that on my show. There's no winning for Barry at all. There never has been any winning for him this whole time. But he doesn't show appreciation for what I've done for him, though. I know you're saying, Frank, you got him incarcerated. What do you mean, appreciation? Well, as I explained the other day, that, we agreed to not go to full court hearing, which would have dragged out for another 2 fucking years. And Barry didn't understand that whatever decision the judge is going to make might have not been good because, number one, he's going to have all the time he's been serving, so far. And then how long would it take till the end of the court trial? Could be another 2 years. He'd still be in there. He would still be in there. That would make almost 5 years or whatever. And then if he gets a sentence put on him for 10 years, then he'd be incarcerated for a total of 15 fucking years. I did him a favor. But nobody thanks me for that. Nobody thanks me for that. Sure, I could have carried this out. Why spend the extra money? Let him plead guilty like he did. Of course, he thought he was going home after that, but he got fooled. Got fooled again. Sometimes people just don't think. They think they know all the answers, but they don't know shit. They don't know diddly squiddly. Let's have a nice show here. My God. I gotta admit, though, we got so many characters on it. We got some new characters now, all lying through both sides of their mouth. Redundancy beyond belief. Oh, the redundancy. Well, a lot of years is going by. People have been on YouTube, and you talk about so much about the Philippines, the cost of living and all that shit, but it gets old, man. That's why you don't hear me talking about it that much, because there's really not much to report, except, yes, there is inflation, and yeah, it's kind of going up in prices in the Philippines. That's all you can really say as far as how much. The same old fucking shit. How much does it cost to live in the Philippines? And this new guy who has money, guy that pays $50,000 a month in rent, who's kind of well off in his own way, looking down at people, don't live his condo lifestyle, eating out 5 days a week and nice restaurants and all that stuff. Not everybody can do that. Looking down his nose, not everybody can live that way. But what kills me is the redundancy on this shit. Maybe I'm looking for somebody to listen to. Maybe they changed their, change their topic matter or something. And you could be the biggest troll in the world. But I'll tell you something. You don't know about me. I'm willing to listen to even the biggest troll in the world. If they had something, I may hate their guts. But if they got something interesting to talk about, I'm willing to listen and learn if it's something I don't know. But I don't find that. All the famous players on here. Jim. Then you got the other fucking guy in Dumagetti. Mike's Philippines retirement. Oh my God, the redundancy on that guy. Same players, same bullshit talk. Just another day, another show. And you lose views that way. Then you say, oh, I don't know, I'm unhappy with the algorithm. Something's going wrong here. I don't know what it is. Because you're boring. Because you're boring. YouTube is not doing anything bad to you. They're not after you. They're not getting even with you for some reason. They don't like your voice or something. It's your topic matter is boring, and they're losing viewerships left and right. There's the answer. It's not that complicated. Me, I don't give a shit how many viewers I have. Not being monetized, I don't have to worry about that shit. Because you become enslaved to your monetization. That's the problem. Then you find that you have to do more and more and more and more shows to keep up with the Joneses. That's a lot of your personal time. But then again, they got a lot of time on their hands. I understand that. Me, I already tell you, I definitely got a lot of time on my hands. I don't make any excuses, Pops. Every man has a story. His widow is now doing interviews on the channel. Oh, whatever gets it going, I guess. That's how you do it. Get interviews. They're following the steps of other people that got all these views and subs. How do you think they did it? Doing interviews or getting some girls on there. Now I hear more than once, and I've seen his comments actually. Barry is trying to go after Jim, Asian Adventures Jim, his wife Dexel. That's the newest thing on the street, boys. Can you imagine that? From his jail cell, it didn't work with his ex-girlfriend. And I assumed their ex. She said, I was single again. I'm just assuming. It could be another clever ruse to throw people off, of course, if that never happens. But now he's trying to sweeten up to Dexil. Oh my God. It's so funny on YouTube. Some things are expected. And some things just go beyond belief. Yeah. Any woman to kiss up to have somebody to talk to. Maybe his girlfriend is no longer communicating with him anymore. I don't know. I don't know this stuff. And as I said, I'm a channel of truth here. I'm not going to pretend I know something if I don't. Right, Popeye? Even Popeye knows that, but he won't admit it. Barry kissing up to Dexel. Wow. That's a new one, man. What else is he going to do? If his girlfriend ain't talking to him anymore, and I don't even know that. See, I'm honest. I don't know that. I'm not going to come out with a blanket statement like many people do on here. I don't know that. There's a lot of things I don't know on here. I make my evaluations and I make my shows if I talk about another YouTuber, as I said, again and again and again and again and again and again and again, for what I see and what I hear, not anybody else. I don't care what anybody else sees or hears. I go by what I see and I hear, and I just repeat. Okay, and I talk about what I've actually heard that's valid, seen them on camera also, because that's the way to do it if you want to be factual. Right, Popeye? You're factual, right? Yeah. The day you get laid, it ain't going to happen. I don't know. I think Popeye's got to get his Navy money or whatever, Parks money, whatever he has together. Find himself a good fucking Florida whores. There's a lot of whores in Florida. My God. Get a fucking whore and go to a hotel. Spend the fucking money. Put your bottle of gin down. Put your pack of Camels down. Go out. Find yourself the nicest looking whore. But then, wait a minute. That might not work. That won't work. He's got to be able to get it up. What's the purpose? Even if somebody gave him the money, here's a birthday present or a Christmas present. We got this really hot whore here, man. I mean, she is smoking hot. Smoking hot. Smoke's coming out of her orifices. She's so smoking hot. Popeye wouldn't know what to do with it. It looks good to me. It looks good to me, but it's not Frank. Put Frank's face on it, and I might be able to get to the point of saluting that flag. I probably believe that. Guy's in love with me, man. That's a kind of a disturbing thought. It really is. It's quite disturbing to me. I can't think of Popeye lusting for me the way he does. Very disturbing. Creates a visceral effect. I'm sorry, but it just does. Ugh. Ugh. You remember Fazio's vomiting session or pretense vomiting session? Who would forget that? He did a good job, though. What people don't know is Fazio smoked like a chimney. Everybody went there. They saw his little steps going into his shack. It was all cigarette butts there. If you go into his house, he had a shelf there with all liquor bottles, tanned away and all that. Where'd he get them? Just collected them? Did he make a kind of a collection on his shelf? Knickknacks? No, he drank like a fucking fish. And that's how he got to sleep. I wish he admitted it. Snappy says Dexel must be living. Dexel doesn't want to admit that she misses Jim. She doesn't miss Jim, but I'm sure she misses the support. I'm sure she does. At one point, she said, at one point I was willing to forgive him. Come on now. Willing to forgive him for treating you like shit, for beating you up? The way he treated her? It's like another Popeye story or Barry story. He didn't show any respect to Dexel at all. But she's trying to make money any way she can. That's why she's trying to build the channel up. She's doing things, selling coconuts and doing whatever she can. She doesn't have Jim's money anymore. Not buying what? If what news is true. What are you saying, Snappy? He said Dexel must be really desperate if the news is true. And you said, I'm not buying it, Frank, and neither are your subs. Buying what? Be specific. Tesla Edison says Jim and Dubliner are going nowhere. Oh, I haven't listened to Dubliner in a while. Very hard to listen to that guy. It's like another Jim, really. Jim's been doing more shows than I do on here. He says he's enjoying Cambodia, but I gotta have a problem with that statement because he's always in the house doing his shows, like me. Remember, I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I have no life, nothing, But I can certainly say that for him. He spends more time doing shows from his 5-star abode than he does going out there and exploring Cambodia. Oh, Dexel interested in Barry. I ain't buying it. Oh, no one ever really said she was interested in him. He's got nothing to give. He's in jail. He's not going to be able to come back. Why would she even take a remote interest? He's got no fucking money. So enough said on that. Barry just needs a female to talk to. I've seen him in the past, even when he was dating people, kissing up to a lot of women online. Do you remember when he was dating, what's her name? Oh, what's her freaking name? To try to put a case on him too, actually. God, when I don't listen to somebody for a while, they haven't been on, I'll forget their name if they're not significant or more current, more contemporary. What's her freaking name? His last girlfriend besides the Shah of Iran. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. I don't even think about it. That's why I don't even remember her name anymore. She's very insignificant. Shit. While he was dating her, I told you the story. Well, my little confidant Mario set his girlfriend out to contact Barry on Tinder, because that's where Barry went. It was free, and he didn't want to spend no money on a dating site. And she pretended to be somebody that was interested in him. She found his profile. She found it. Dimples, thank you. There you go. You gave my neurons a reason to live. Yeah, so while he was dating Dimples, he was rapping with Mario's chick. Oh, God, he wanted to meet her, he was pushing it. Just while, he supposedly loved Dimples. Loved her money, of course. Her support. His cigarette supplier and his, booze supplier and everything else. Food and everything else. Oh, yeah, and he was adamant about meeting her. He didn't live, terribly far from the J Mall at the time where he was living. Was that Mangadella or something? But he lived in a community. I can't remember where it was, but you could actually, it's a good walk, but not a bad walk over to J Mall. So he wanted to go meet her at J Mall, where they used to have the immigration office there. He was adamant about it. Kept on pushing and pushing and pushing. And texting her on that site all the time. But then it turned out she didn't want to meet him. It was all a ruse, it was just all to play with his head. And during the time that he was dating the last chick, let me tell you something, and you guys would agree with me on this. Barry had an opportunity with any other woman, even towards his last relationship here. If he had another woman interested in him, if she happened to be, especially, let's say that she was more attractive than his last girlfriend, as an example, he'd go for it in a New York second. Didn't even have to be. I mean, any woman that was interested in him to get his dick wet, he would go out and pursue it. Because it's really hard to get a woman interested in him. And when someone does, don't matter what she looks like in any form or way, if she's interested in me, I get laid. Hey, I seen a chick he was with when he came to Bantayan and stayed over at Marlin's resort there that she paid for. She was a nice woman, because she kind of messed up in the head, but she was a nice woman who's been abused all her life, and she just wanted to take more abuse from him. Told Gilda. She didn't care anymore, she said. He came over there. I seen what he had. With him, a fuck is a fuck. That's all it is. I don't know if he's oversexed or something, or just, I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't. I got 17 in the chat, not 27. Popeye got 9. Hear that, Popeye? You got 9. They're loving you to death, aren't they, Popeye? I got to hear his monologue after this, or not. He'll always have something to say. You getting all prepared for that Christmas special, Popeye, are you? All right, well, getting back to my point. What's your point, Frank? Well, I think I made it already about Barry. He'll go for any woman that'll be interested in him. It's really hard for Barry to get a really good-looking woman. There was only one woman. Which one was that? She wasn't that bad looking. She wasn't too bad compared to what Barry normally gets. He still beat the shit out of her, or threw her out, dragged her by her hair. Remember that? Jay and him lived together. He dragged her out by her hair out of the apartment. Oh, that was a Ricky laugh. Oh, God, some things rub off, I guess. Speaking of rubbing off, you're rubbing off on me now, Popeye. Please. I don't want no visuals on that. Thank you very much. I really don't. But I'm killing it this morning, ain't I? I'm just killing it on Popeye. On everything, really. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. Oh, he's at 15 now, though. Numbers are going down. Yeah, it's like a barometer. It goes up or down, you know. Killing it, I tell you. Killing it. Okay, where was I? He did some dastardly things, Barry. He really did. Some people wouldn't believe it, but hey, I know it to be true. He wasn't faithful to any of these women he was dating. He was not faithful even going out with the last one. How do I know this? How do I know this? You may ask. How could you make a blanket statement like that, Frank? I'm going to tell you how I know this. Because I seen he was on Tinder again during his relationship with his last one, his ex, which I assume is his ex. He was still on Tinder. If you're in, let me tell you something. No, you could get your profile off. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Once you got your profile on there on one of these dating sites, you're never going to get rid of it. No, that's not true. That's not true. You can get rid of it. So if his profile was still on there, he was still looking. And this is why the woman of his dreams that he called his fiancée and gave that famous tin ring with the LED on the box, that we'll never forget that one, to profess his love to her. He was still scouting, man. What his girlfriend's got to realize, his ex here, whatever she is, she's got to wake up and smell the coffee. We're not talking about Copico. She's got to wake up and smell the coffee, the real coffee. Grind it. Get a good brand of coffee. Grind it into a nice, hot, good cup of brew. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. Do. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. And realize there's a whole world out there of gentlemen out there that will treat you with respect. That's right. You don't need to settle for somebody like Barry. I mean, what's with you, girl? What's with you? That's all I could say. What's with you? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Never will. Maybe he's got that Midas touch. Who knows? Maybe that schlong of his is bigger than a fucking baseball bat, as he claims it is. Is that it? Is that why he picks up these women? And they stay with him for a little while anyway. Is his third leg that impressive? I don't really care to visualize it. And frankly, I don't really give a shit. But, you know, it's got to be something that gets these women to date him. Oh, I know. How stupid of me. I'm sorry. It's all the promises he makes of a great life and marriage and kids. Well, he claimed he had a vasectomy, so how the hell did he get kids? I'll tell you what, I do have a memory. I remember we said this show, it was about 5 years ago. That long? Yeah, I guess maybe it was. And he slipped. And he said that this one chick has been contacting him and saying that she's pregnant from him. And he went and said, no way, I had a vasectomy. But yet he's telling all the women, promising kids and a future. He's going to take care of them, take them to America. He barely was surviving at all on his $600 a month. How is he going to make these miracles? How is he going to perform all these miracles? Is Dimple still married? I don't know. Does she even have a channel anymore? And what is it called? I don't know. That was one tough-looking dude, Drake Longstone. Yeah. Believe me, Barry was scared of him. If that guy decided to come to Philip, which I'm sure he had to. I think she's now living with him in, I think it was Canada. Good for her. No, good for her. Seriously, good for her. She found a real man, someone who could protect her, somebody financially stable. See, there was no future with Barry. There's no woman's future with Barry at all. There's none. There could never be. His only talent is fucking flipping waffles. I mean, what kind of a future is that? There's plans when he goes back to America. He's already said it. Again, I go by what people say. Right, Popeye? You won't admit it, though. Not all the bullshit that comes out of your mouth, Popeye. Because you want to hurt my feelings. You're not hurting my feelings, Popeye. I've been dealing with you for 10 fucking years. And you think you're making all these blanket statements about me. I'm a pedophile. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. It's not even rubbing my skin wrong. I'm not rashing out of that, dude. Because you're Popeye. That's what you do. But yeah, I'm all for these women doing fine. Popeye's ex, what I heard is that she's doing fine since she left him. She's with a nice black man. God, Popeye must hate that because he's a fucking racist like he wouldn't fucking believe. That alone is probably getting his goat. Let me tell you that. Fuck. And she's doing fine is what I heard. What people talked about. I guess somehow there were people in touch with her or something, or I don't know what the story was, but I heard it more than once. He's a fine black gentleman. They got a little food business going and they're doing fine. She's not going to get beat up by Popeye anymore in his drunken rage. She left him because of his fucking drunken rage and he couldn't get it up. She needed a fine black gentleman who they're usually well endowed, which I would certainly imagine Popeye is not. You can't keep on putting, peanut butter on your dick and letting your dog lick it off, Popeye. That's not what you call real sex. To you, perhaps. I'm killing it this morning. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. Oh, please do a monologue. Please. Please. I'm always willing to hear what you have to say. If I bother to even listen to it, actually. I got to make a breakfast or something, really. I got to get off at a few here anyway. Unlike you, Popeye, I'm going to do some exercise. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get some protein in me. I'm going to eat. And I have this lovely woman here today. I might decide to make it a day of love, if you know what I mean, Popeye. Oh, you can't have her. You only wish you had her. You could call her every name in the book, but she's a charming, lovely, and she's a pretty woman. Something that you will never get. Never. 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 Smiley faces are coming on my screen. Thank you. All mine. And no, Popeye, she's not dating the Zumba instructor. Is that all you got? Seriously, that's your newest one. That she's dating the Zumba instructor. Personally, she hasn't been out to Zumba for quite a while, actually. And her Zumba instructor is not just a man. There's also a woman Zumba instructor. You're going to tell me she's having relationships with that woman, too. Okay. Wishful thinking, Popeye, but unfortunately, not true. She's not dating her Zumba instructor. Drink a Red Bull or two. I don't drink. Smoke a cigar. Hell no. I think cigars are really nasty. Some people actually inhale cigars. Can you believe that? The old phallic symbol, right? If you're a woman, phallic symbol, right? Or a symbol of success, you smoke a cigar with the boys, right? Go to the man cave or whatever. Sit around and talk about your success and your portfolio. That Trump made your portfolio rise 26% since he'd been in office. Somebody actually said that, despite the guy was raping little children, in the White House. I mean, his relationship to Jeffrey Epstein and all that, and trafficking children, and the guy supports that. He supports that. So much for character reference for this guy, right? Well, Popeye needs to get some super chats. He's got more gin to buy. He's got to maintain that mobility scooter, though. He's got to maintain that, or else he's housebound totally. Ah, my God, that's a potent cup of tea, I got to tell you. He wakes up and has a gin. I have a cup of tea. Totally different lifestyle than him. I got some hearts now, thank you. Oh, who do we have here? 10, Ian or Len Whistler. Okay, Len Whistler. God bless him if he's getting some super chats. Take that to the bank. In fact, use those super chats to find yourself a real woman, not a pocket pussy, Popeye. It is really, it's not the same. Hate to tell you that, it's not the same. You don't have the warmth and all that. No warmth, no real flesh, Popeye. It's not the real thing. I think he's probably pretending that pocket pussy is Gilda. I think he goes both ways because, he's attracted to me, obviously. And he knows Gilda's good looking. He only wish he could experience her. I get to do it all the time, Poops. You got your right hand to depend on. You got Rosie Palmer. But you got to take care of those calluses, dude. You really have to. They could break open and get infected. You don't want to die like Fazio, do you? Get sepsis. Popeye just got a super chat. The message was, Poops, go to sleep. Seriously? Oh, that's rich in itself. Oh, that's beautiful. Tell him to go to sleep. Here's a super chat. Go to sleep. That's rich. I love that. Thank you. You made my morning with that one. That is great. The message was, Poops, go to sleep. Forget about Frank. I have to say that Popeye would be one of my more obsessed listeners. No, there's no doubt. No, there's no doubt. Not, I have to say, no, there's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Was Poops, go to sleep. Oh, live that one down, Popeye. Live that one down. Why don't you? He'll always have something to say. Pops, go to sleep. Hey, I'll give you something. Get the fuck out of here. Go to sleep. Go on with your life. Forget about Frank. Frank. I'm beyond a flatterer, getting flattered from this Popeye, But as I said, I think it's a real sick situation that you allow me to live in your head like that every single day. That you have to go to the point of simulcasting me every day I do a show. That's obsession. And I'm not talking about the perfume, Popeye. I'm talking about bona fide obsession. Popeye farts only when Frank says he can. Pretty much, don't you think? Get down on your knees, boy. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Yeah. Why don't you all do a poll about him? Why don't you do a poll? Well, his viewers are going to support him, but obviously not all of them. For that statement, here, Popeye, has a donation. Go to sleep. That's rich. That's rich. That certainly is. That spells out something right there. Doesn't it, Poops? It sure does. Where is my... Oh, man. Where is my oatmeal? Where is my oatmeal? It's usually in the bottom drawer. Where is my god dang oatmeal? Stuffed in the back like an insignificant. Stuffed in the back behind some leftovers. How dare How dare. But good, I got to remember that one. Go to sleep, Popeye. Go to sleep. Good idea. Go to sleep. Don't lose sleep over me, though. Just have a good stiff hit of that gin. You'll go right to sleep. It'll get you right to sleep, Popeye. All right, hold on a minute, folks. Yeah, the only thing I'm missing here is my blueberries. No, I got some strawberries left, but I'm too lazy to try to defrost them. Too lazy. I just put cinnamon and butter in there. That's what I'm going to do. That works real well for me. Come on, Popeye. Take in num-nums. It's time for you to go to bed with your dog. You give your dog a kiss goodnight? I do. It's okay, Popeye. It's okay. I kind of tuck my dogs in every single night. Not in my bed, though. Not in my bed. I say goodnight to them, rub their head, rub their belly. They look forward to that. But don't abuse your dog, Popeye. That shit with the peanut butter, man, it's pretty fucking gross. Big Kev joined the party. $4. Big Kevin gave $4 out of his own pocket. Oh, that's a new one. Big Kevin giving money instead of taking it. So he made a whole $4 minus 40%. He's doing good, Pops. All right. Well, we're going to kind of bring this to an end here. I got things to do, actually. I actually got things to do. You know, I help out around the house, too. Oh, absolutely. I'll sweep or vacuum. I'll do dishes. I help out. I do laundry a lot. She's not my indentured servant, you know. She's my sweetie. I show respect to my woman every single day. And she knows that she's loved by me. She's not my fucking Lola, whatever. She's not my servant. She's my partner. There's a difference, Popeye. There's a big difference. See, Popeye, when you treat people with respect, you get it back. That's how it works. Now go to bed, take your num-nums, say your prayers to the Lord. Do you even go to church and do a confession? Oh, God, he'd be there a long time. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I've spent every fucking day of my wakening life simulcasting this guy on YouTube. I'm so obsessed with him, I can't control myself. And I'm tired of rubbing one off all the time on him because it's really unnatural. Priest says, really? Tell me more. Go on, son. Go on. Sounds very interesting. Well, the other day, I got so obsessed with him. I tried to rub one off, and it wasn't happening. So my adrenaline built up so bad, I developed an anxiety attack. I thought I was having a heart attack. My heart rate went really high, and I got scared. I had to have that release. Tell me more, son. Popeye said, wait a minute, priest, are you rubbing one off too? Perhaps, my son, we should get together sometime. Talk about it. Popeye just got another super chat message to Big Kevin. You pay to play. Well, of course. I mean, as far as what do you call Kevin playing with himself? Gotta admit, though, they are entertaining. Makes me feel so much better about my life. If I ever have a down moment or something, I do the comparatives. Like, look at the life these guys are living on here. That would be hell. That would be worse than prison. To live their life. Couldn't do it, man. Just couldn't do it. Might as well get a gun. I think I mentioned the word revolver. He didn't like me using the word revolver. Like, take a revolver and shoot yourself or something. Get it over with. Revolver. He don't know what he's talking about. Guns. You hear this click, Frank? You hear this click? Popeye, what are you so worried about that you have to carry a gun in the house if that was the real case? Are you that paranoid that somebody's going to come there and kill you? We don't carry no guns in this house. Oh, no. Golf clubs, baseball bats, things like that. Plenty of that. Ouch. That is hot. Ooh, that plate was hot. Okay, wait, I got to get the cinnamon now. Where's the cinnamon? Okay. We got some ground Saigon cinnamon here. Saigon cinnamon. Popeye, it's your bedtime. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Just beyond your bedtime. Go away. Tesla Edison says, poops is a disgrace. You think so? Popeye blocked the super chat, I think. He blocked the super chat? Why would he block the super chat making money? Why would he block it? That don't make any sense. Maybe because there were insults coming in with the super chats. That's why. Oh, God. Is he even going to bother to do a monologue on this? Because this session's been just too embarrassing for Popeye. But you got to come up with something new, Popeye. That's the problem. You're not that creative as you think you are. Oh, you could edit some videos and come up with some interesting stuff, but, for your show itself and for your monologues, you're just losing it, man. You're being entirely redundant. You talk about me, you talk about Gilda, you talk about this, you talk about that. Don't you realize people are hearing the same thing over and over again and getting bored with you? You're not creative enough in that respect. Sure, you can record things, put some funny things together. It's all projection, though. You're not even seeing it. You wish you had my life. You only wish. But you can't have my life. You got to develop one on your own. It's only you to blame. Oh, Popeye didn't like the banter coming from the Tesla guy. Good for you, Tesla. Good for you. Oh, he'll block you. Oh, he's big with his mouth. He wants to regurgitate a few syllables here and there about me. Well, a lot of syllables. But he can't take it when it's thrown back at him. He'll go and block. He'll block somebody. Hello, Shuffler. Good morning to you, sir. I'm not even trying to get more subs, but I see they're slowly growing on here. Oh, man. I think this oatmeal is just a wee bit dry. I ran out of almond milk. I haven't bought it for a while because I haven't had any particular type of cereals that I could really eat it with.
How many people you got watching now? Well, they're waiting for his famous monologue. But he really needs to get to sleep. It was beyond his bedtime. Snappy says, Popeye only likes to preach to the choir. Yeah, that's about the sum of it. But see, I can't do too long of a show. He gets really upset about that. Then he's not prepared. He has to come up with all kinds of shit. It's like a comeback, on his monologues. If you're not part of the choir, he will block you. Exactly. Oh, he likes to dish it out, but he just can't take it. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Popeye. I think you got to be fair to your viewers. They may have something to say, but you're going to just block them. Oh, I admit I do that myself. But if you're so intensely interested in me and my life and what I do, and you're doing shows or simulcast me, and you have a lot to say about me, you need to give your audience a chance to talk back. Give them a chance. What, you're afraid of what they're going to say to you? You already blocked a couple of people already? Come on, be fair. Let them say their speech. Stop hiding them or blocking them. Afraid of getting your feelings hurt. God, I would love to meet this guy. The Popeye ain't going to be around too much longer. Trust me. It's not in the cards for this guy. He's got too many problems going on. If he makes it through the next year, I'd be totally surprised. But then again, like I always say on my show, none of us know what our future is, even me. Don't matter what supplements I take, it don't matter. Oh, all that shit helps, but Mother Nature might have another idea. And see, at least I'm real Popeye. I'm not going to say that, hey, man, I'm going to live forever. I'm going to live to my 90s. I don't know that, and I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I don't come on here and say, yeah, man. I will come on here and say, knowing what I do about certain people on here, I could call it a blanket statement or whatever you want to call it. I can make an educated statement and say, you know what, man? Knowing your lifestyle and everything else, chance of outliving me, I just don't think so. Oh, that's today. Yeah. Oh, you're looking lovely. Oh, nice and fresh out of the shower. I guess something to drink. You're looking lovely, and your hair ain't even dry yet. My God. My God. Oh, yeah. You only wish, Papa, you only wish you had what I have. Oh, don't get me wrong. I appreciate what I got. I don't take it for granted. I don't. And I probably don't deserve her, but I do have her. Something you don't have. Never. You couldn't get to her level if you paid for it. You couldn't. I get to wake up with this beautiful woman every single day. Every single day. Not my dog. A real life woman with real body parts, not a pocket pussy. I get to do that every goddamn day as long as I'm alive, until I don't have any breath in my lungs. And she'll still be there for me. Sick, ill, dying. She'll be there for me. I mean, look, your daughter could only do so much for you, Papa. You know what I mean? having her there. It's nice to have her family around. But it's not the same. You need a real life breathing woman. Fur and everything, man. You know, not a rubber pocket pussy. It's not the same, Robert. You will put Don C in the camel clutch. Hey, I'm having fun with this morning. I hope you're all having fun with this too. It's all about fun. That's all it is. You got to have some fun on here. But, you got to be able to take it too. Oh, look, I've taken a decade of insults to me, to mine, whatever. I'm still here because I could handle it. I've heard everything in the world spoken about me. True? No, but I've heard it all. Popeye just does not like opposition. When he gets opposition from me, it forces him to come on and do shows about me or simulcast me. I'll show him. Boop, boop. I can no longer eat the shit out of my corn anymore. Because I can't digest the corn. I lost all my teeth. Right? I want you to get a picture of this. Popeye at his desk with his little glass of gin, his pack of filterless Camels, losing his teeth, having to use a walker to get around. And he's living the ideal life, according to him. I don't talk about my personal life. Well, Popeye, it's because you don't have a personal life, sir. You don't have a personal life. Don C. always running his, I don't know, maybe he likes Drew Barrymore. I don't know. Don C. That's an interesting guy. I'd like to see what his real life is really all about. Obviously, he's overweight. He's got that going against him right there. His longevity is just, it's out the door. He'll be gone too one day. We're all going to be gone. But some may be a little earlier than others. I'm not overweight. I'm at a very good weight. I can maintain my weight. And I have maintained my weight. You can't call me obese. You can call me any name in the book, but you ain't going to call me obese like these motherfuckers. I think Don C. should move to the Philippines. I mean, he's so interested in what's going on in the Philippines genre. Why didn't he just move to the Philippines? I don't get it. What's his big interest in the Philippines? It's something I don't know? Tell me, do tell. He lives in Thailand. Why is he not involved with, Thailand chats and stuff like that? Oh, it's getting ready for that time, folks. Here comes the monologue. He's going to have to get crazy. He'll pull up. He'll pull up. He already done it already. He'll pull up some videos or something, which he's pulled up the same goddamn videos, trying to hurt my feelings, which doesn't work. I'll tell you right off the bat, it doesn't work. You're not getting me charged up, Popeye. I've heard this for a decade. You attacking me. You're not hurting my feelings, sir. It would take a lot to hurt my feelings, especially anything coming out of your mouth. All I say is get a life, go to bed, it's beyond your bedtime, get the peanut butter out, get some self-pleasure from your little foo-foo dog, and call it a night. Take your num-nums. But I think Popeye should let people speak on his show. I let people speak until they get really ugly. And I'll say, okay, I gave you a chance to say what you had to say. And I do that. If they become persistent, I just remove them. But Popeye, he doesn't want to hear any opposition at all. He falls apart. Only he could spew out all the hate from his mouth. But when somebody wants to make a comment, like Barry, he'll remove him. He's going to pull up another 3-year-old video by Aloe. That's what he's been doing. redundancy runs in his blood. Who cares about a video that Aloe did about me 3 years ago? I don't live in the past like you do, Popeye. You're not around that round table getting a blowjob in Subic Bay anymore. Your mind is in the fucking gutter. Get out of the fucking gutter. What any years or months you have left in your life, blood going through your veins, oxygen through your lungs. Live your life now, Popeye. Because there's no tomorrow. Sometimes you got to think about it. Go out and get laid. There's whores all over Florida. But I forgot. I digress. You can't get it up. So what's the use of getting some broad to pay for? Which you don't want to put out the money anyway. He's so tight. I got my pocket pussy. Got my pocket pussy. Pocket pussy don't talk back to me. I don't have to beat it up like I did my wife. Pocket pussy don't give me no shit. Popeye. A pocket pussy is not real. You're right, it doesn't talk. It goes to delusion in your mind. When you get mad, do you beat up your pocket pussy like you did your wife? Benny the Bear Newton. Okay. It's not real, Popeye. Has it gotten that bad? A pocket pussy is not real. You could put lipstick on a pig, Popeye, but it's still a fucking pig. And it's still going to be a pocket pussy, motherfucker. It's been a great show today. Thank you, folks, really. Keep on longer, Frank. Popeye's chat is having a great time. Oh, I'm sure. All the trolls. All the trolls. Well, you know, Popeye, I have something that you're never going to have. I basically do got my health. I'm slightly older than you, maybe a year or two. I'm still going strong. I actually exercise. I actually eat right. And I actually have a partner. Going to be 10 years, Popeye, as of February. 10 years. What have you been doing the past 10 years? You're going to need to reorder another pocket pussy. It's got to be getting pretty stanky. Stanky by now. Do you at least rinse it in 50% vinegar and water? Let it dry in the sun? You can't be poking at that pocket pussy all your life. You might catch yourself a disease. Or you might put disease on that pocket pussy. It's all at your expense, but they are having fun nonetheless. Of course, Jeff, whatever, Jeff. Call you Jeff. Change your name. Get rid of the G-O-F-F. Your name is Jeff. Maybe that's it's a British thing. Your name is Jeff. Call yourself Jeff. Well, you got to give the trolls something to do. What else are you going to do with their life? I liven up the whole fucking genre when I do a show. I must be good for something. But they listen intensely. Joff works. Joff. No, it's Jeff. Joff. There's no such name as Joff. Just like Stephen, they call himself Stephen. S-T-E-P-H-E-N. Stephen. It's fucking Stephen. Say it right. Speaking of Stephen, I haven't been to his show, that other British guy. I must admit, you know, that's the foreigner, expat. What is he called? An expat living in the Philippines or something like that. You know, hello, all you lovely people. Jeff and Steve. Right, exactly. Jeff Lee Brown was a nasty fellow. I don't care about you. I never hardly ever listened to that guy. Honestly, I saw a couple of his shows. I heard people was talking about him. hanging around Angeles, all that shit, all the losers do. And Scotty Boy painting the town red. Putting his camera on people that don't want to be on camera. Almost got beat up by a lady boy about a week ago. It could have happened. That would have been great if it was live. I think it was live. He came real close, I got to tell you that. I want to see it really happen. That'll make my day, make my year. All right. I don't know if this oatmeal is good enough for me this morning. I got to get more protein. Gio is a boring fellow. Dude, did you know that Popeye uses a pocket pussy for his sex? Do you know what that is? Something you can order online. It looks like a woman's vagina with hair and everything on it. That's what Popeye does.
Despite they cannot find woman.
And she said, because he can't find a woman. There you go. Yeah, something like that. John, not Johnny. Scott and Scotty. Frank, not Frankie. But no, I was growing up called Frankie. You call me Frank. Call me anything you want. But no, my family would know me as Frankie. I don't use that name. Either one works for me. I don't care. I don't have a problem with either one of them. And Anthony, they say Tony for short. I don't know why, but they do. It's all good. I don't have a problem with that. All right, well, have we had our fill this morning here, folks? Len, not Lenny, right? There you go. James is called Jimmy. James, Jimmy, John, Johnny, Frank, Frankie, Anthony, Tony. It's all good. I don't have a problem with that. Like a nickname or, well, you know. Yeah, as a man gets older, they take off the Y or the IE. Yeah, that's what happened with me. Your name could be Linda, and they call you Lynn. Okay, but I got to go. Okay, Popeye's moment to do his soliloquy, as he calls a monologue. Go for it, Popeye. Take out the videos. What's this? Life in the Philippines province came on, whoever that is. I'm not sure. Oh, I think that's actually Jim's wife, Dexel. Life in the Philippines. Barry will be on there, probably. I got a notification that she's on. Oh, Barry will be there listening. Still got used to that phone. I don't know. Put a report in on him about misuse of his phone. Well, he has been on less making comments, though. I got to say that, but he still makes comments. Okay, Poops. It's all yours now. Let me give you that glorifying moment for you to vent and make a goddamn fool of yourself yet again.
Okay, there you go, people. And as you can see, it says this video is unavailable. Like he always does, he puts them on private. eh, I guess he doesn't really give a shit about what he says. But I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I had a fantastic Thanksgiving with family and friends sitting around the table, having turkey, stuffing, squash, all the good stuff. And later on, pumpkin pie, tiramisu. What else? Oh, we had apple pie too. Yeah. Um, but there's something I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. The other day, there was a terrorist attack in Washington, D.C., and a young lady lost her life. She was a guardsman, and she succumbed to her injuries. And this is who I'm talking about.
Update out of Washington, D.C. One of the West Virginia National Guard members that was ambushed has lost her life. 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom passed away from her injuries on Thanksgiving.
Highly respected, young, magnificent person. Started service in June of 2023. Outstanding in every way. She's just passed away.
Video here of the procession that took her body from the hospital to the medical examiner's office. Her father posted on Facebook, "My baby girl has passed to glory. If I don't talk to you, don't be offended. This has been a horrible tragedy."
She volunteered to be there on Thanksgiving, as did many of those guards, men and women, so other people could be home with their families.
A vigil was held last night in West Virginia for Beckstrom and the second guard member who was hurt. 23-year-old Andrew Wolf is still fighting for his life in critical condition.
He's just a really good guy. We always looked out for each other. Best neighbor you could ask for, really. Just hopeful for his family. That's the biggest thing.
Sarah Beckstrom, 20 years old, guardsman, paid the ultimate price Thanksgiving Day. God rest her soul. See, that's what you call a topical matter. That's how you address military and veterans. That's how you show respect. Unfortunately, Frank hates his country. He hates God. He hates everyone. It's sad to see, but it's true. I mean, what can I say? Maybe I'll say this.
Tank needs to wash. Stank needs to wash.
All right, you heard it from the horse's mouth. Pardon the pun. But I do enjoy how he talks about our president, and he really hits all the MSNBC, Yahoo, CBS, ABC talking points. He does a great job with that. I mean, fantastic job. She is now Wilma Wilbur's. But I don't know. He got on this obsession tonight about pocket pussies. I mean, wow. It made me laugh. I mean, Jesus Christ. But you know, and he seems to know everything about my health, man. So I'm thoroughly amazed. But Frank, you didn't even say happy Thanksgiving. You didn't even have Thanksgiving at your house. Where were you, Frank? You were running over to Cebu. And for what? What are you doing in Cebu? Eh? Are you begging immigration to please don't throw me out? Oh, Frank, give me a break, bro. Give me a break. But I hope everybody's doing good. And I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We got Christmas just around the corner now, which is great. Let's see who we got in the live chat. We got Mick Fisher. We got Steve 25901. We got the Chubba Wubba, ET Travel Freely. We got Mike Luna. We got the Raven. And Raven, no, I never send anybody to do my dirty work. But thank you for the offer. We have Keep Your Enemies Closer. He made fun of the fact that friends and family get together. He was bitching about saying Merry Christmas and having to be nice during the holidays. Well, and yes, we have Big Kevin. And hey, you be safe too, Kevin, and I hope your knee's doing better. Okay? Keep with the physical therapy, and soon you'll have no pain and you'll be walking like a champ. All right. Who else? Oh, we got Mike Luna. How you doing tonight, Mike? Now, Steve, you know as well as I do that Phil Esposito sat in front of the net waiting for Bobby Orr to bring the puck up and dump it off to him. Hey, that's not a great player. All right. Bobby Orr was a great player. I had more respect for Wayne Cashman, who spent half the night on his ass skating instead of on his skates. But I do have a Drake May bobblehead now. 10-2 Patriots. We play Monday night. Yes, Monday Night Football. We're gonna play the New York Giants. Who here is from New York? Who likes the New York Giants? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? 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 But as for the gentleman giving the super chats, I mean, all I have to say about that is you insult me, you insult Mick Fisher, I timed you out, and you only give $1.99? Look, maybe if you gave like $300 or $400, I'd let you get away with it. But nope, sorry. You're out of here. I really don't need your $1.99. uh, I'm going good. I'm doing good always. Look forward to your streams. Well, thank you, Mike Luna. I appreciate that. He still got it in the net. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But just honestly comparing Steve, Bobby Orr to Bill Esposito, Bobby Orr could skate. Right? Bob Orr could skate. Very rarely did I see Phil Esposito come from the other end of the rink and score. Bobby Orr could do that. But maybe I'm just biased. I don't know. Everybody has their favorite players. Frank spent Thanksgiving going up and down the aisles of S&R, remembering when he used to have money to buy blueberries. And dude, they're not even fresh blueberries. They're fucking frozen. Welcome in, Johns 7077. Welcome in. But so Steve, are you a Bostonian? Do you like Boston sports? You seem to know a lot about the 68 to 74 Boston Bruins. Do you remember the famous line? Esposito, Cashman, Hodge, or and Dallas Smith. That line rivaled the line from the Canadians, which was called the French Connection. Oh man, but so what else we have here? What else is Stank doing, man? I mean, really. I I really don't know what to tell you, man, about Stanka. I mean, he says I have a lot of health problems, but I don't think he's seeing the bigger picture. I mean, he's the guy, come on here, telling us he has mental health issues. That's why he takes Xanax. That's why he takes Lexapro. Right? And to prove he has mental health issues, he's very upset that I corrected him, that I give a monologue, not a soliloquy. And I told him the difference between a soliloquy and a monologue. And he got even more upset because I told him anybody with a bachelor's degree should know that. And the reason why he doesn't know it is because he doesn't have a bachelor's degree. He just spent 8 years flailing around in college, pulling everybody's chain, waiting for the Vietnam War to be finished. That's right. I got my Steve Grogan lunchbox, Steve. You got it, buddy. All right. And then to turn around and say, Popeye, you wish you had a woman like mine. Okay. A woman like yours who's married to a Filipino, who's has 8 kids, and her pussy has seen more traffic than the Lincoln Tunnel in New York. I mean, I really want that. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break, Frank. I would not let Hector fuck your used, abused girlfriend. Okay? And I know you get a little upset when I talk about her, but it's okay, bro. Don't worry about it. It's the truth. I'm telling you the truth. She's had 8 kids. Right? And look at those 3 boys. They all got big heads. So you know that pussy is blown out. Okay? And they're all taller than Frank. That's fucking hilarious. They're all taller than Frank. Now, if you're taller than Frank, that's not a great feat, okay? Because, like, Frank is below average, just like his college transcripts, they're below average. Just like his job resume, below average, okay? Anything Frank has ever done has been below average. And then he calls the commenters in my live chat all trolls. "Oh, welcome to the club. You're all trolls, just like me." And then he brings up Dimples. This is the girl. He come on. I got the video. He come on live stream and said, "That's the type of girl you piss in her mouth. That's the type of girl you shit on." Easy on the old man comments. We all may take that personally. Very well. I mean, and you paid for this woman, okay? You paid for this woman. You bought her a $50,000 house. And you brag about this house like it was something special, okay? Like you think you actually own it when you don't, eh? Because, you know, it's simple as this. I mean, Gilda told somebody the house is hers, not yours. Gilda told somebody she pays the bills. And you prove it today by saying, "I got important things to do." Important things to do. And then you turn around and say you got to sweep the floors, got to clean the kitchen. You sound like a little bitch. I'm about get ready to get you a fucking pink tutu. Okay? You doing bitch work. Why the fuck are you doing bitch work when you got a Filipina? Filipinas are tradies, traditional wives. They cook, they clean. That's what they're there for. Traditional wife. But I keep forgetting, you're a fucking liberal, okay? And liberals, you know, their estrogen level is very high. So they take to cooking, cleaning, scrubbing the toilets, doing the laundry. They take to that shit like fish take to water. All right. I mean, what a fucking pussy. What? What a fucking pussy. I mean, Jesus H. Christ. I, I mean, Frank, you turned in your man card a long time ago. And I could see the voting thing gets to you. You don't have a right to say anything, Frank, because you did not partake in the election. You just didn't. You probably didn't even know how to get an absentee ballot. All right. You could have got a, and then you turn around and say, "Well, I've never really, I give you a dime to donut. I could run your name and you've never been registered anywhere to vote. You've never fucking voted. You don't give a shit. So why talk about politics? Why do you hate a fucking America so much? Why do you hate everybody? Everybody you talk about, you put them in a bad light. You never say anything nice to anybody. You're never nice. Not once in your life have you ever been nice to somebody. Right? There's always a caveat with you. There's always a but. It's always a maybe with you. There's always a backhanded compliment with you. You you don't know how to treat people with fucking respect. You have given nobody on YouTube any fucking respect whatsoever. You did not even give Mick Fisher any respect when he came there to see you, and you kept trying to film him and record him. Right? You have respect for nobody and nothing. Filch, you have no clue what it is to have a friendship. Right? The only reason why you got that dried up Filipina with the blown out pussy from having 8 kids and all kinds of different men run through her, now including the Zumba instructor who's railing her because you can't do it. You just can't. Eh? And I feel bad for you, Frank. I really do. I actually feel fucking sorry for you. Yep, it's almost time for your next free check. You're welcome, Frank. Please thank your sponsors. And dude, all the Americans in the live chat here, those are your sponsors, Frank. Those are the ones that pay taxes, including me. I actually pay taxes, Frank. Okay? You don't. So, this $50,000 house, okay? So what? My house is worth 3 times, almost 4 times more than yours. Uh, it doesn't have any value because my mother gave it to me. Frank, I got some news for you. See, my children will get the house after I pass. I won't sell it, piss the money up the wall. I don't do shit like that. My family, we have a tradition. We pass down wealth. We pass down what we have. They'll get my bank accounts. They'll get my 401k. Okay. They'll get my CDs. Okay. They'll get all that because they're my blood. And they've been good to me, and I've been good to them. But see, you've never been good to your daughter. All you did was psychologically torture her. That's what you did to your only child, Frank. That is so fucking sad. I might put your daughter in my will, Frank. I might leave her a little something. And a note that says, sorry you had such a shitty father. Oh, so what do you think, guys? Should I leave a little something in my will to Frank's daughter who's been abused by her? What do you think? Let me know in the live chat. Oh, man. Frank's kids get zipped. Gee, gets, but he pays no rent. Your house is nothing, Popeye. It doesn't even come with free livestock, aka ants. Yeah, I no ants here, man. My shit wasn't built on a fucking ant farm. What about the horse stalls, Mick? But I tell you, Had a good Thanksgiving. And yes, December 23rd, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will do the Locked Up Abroad special. Okay? This will be Barry's third Christmas inside the Pokey. And here's what really disturbs me. I mean, when you get revenge on somebody, you do a little celebration. Okay? Everybody does. Nobody in the live chat can deny that. But this motherfucker just doesn't stop. He wants to keep hurting Barry. I mean, how fucking sadistic can you be? Did you hear him? Oh, he's posting. Maybe I'll just give a call and tell him he's using his phone. I mean, really? You're one sadistic little fucking prick. Yes, Frank is a traditional Filipino wife. Thank you, Don C. That is correct. Popeye, do you even have a septic system that overflows into your drinking water? Unfortunately, Steve, I do not. We have underground sewerage and pipes that take it away. I don't have to empty a septic tank. I don't have to worry about all that shit. Steve Frail calls the peanuts in his tap water protein water. Steve, what do you think gives that tea that extra kick? Yeah. Who gets the priceless Evil Knievel outfit, Popeye? Well, I will tell you this, Mr. Tux. They're fighting over it. So that's going to have to go into arbitration. Okay. But I'm giving the Popeye statue to my youngest. She deserves it. Him and his gun. And dude, he slams the cup down. He slurps. I mean, that is truly fucking bogus. And then he says, oh, yeah, Popeye's got all those people now because they want to hear his monologue. Monologue. Of course they want to hear the monologue, Frank. Of course they do. They want to hear me cut up on you, speak the truth about you. They enjoy it. They could say what they want to say in the live chat. Okay? Period. Right? They have a good time in my live chat. Every live stream, there's at least 500 to 600 comments. You ever check your YouTube studio, Frank? I know you're a little upset that I monetized, but Frank, I didn't monetize for money. No, I did not. Actually, Frank, monetization gives you a little extra protection. I won't tell you how, but it does. Is it Jeff or Geoff? Let me know. It don't matter to me how you spell your name. I'm not going to criticize you. And why would you criticize something as mundane as how somebody spells their name? I know why, because you're a liberal, Frank. You think everything should be generic. You probably believe there's more than two genders. You pronounce it Jeff. Okay. And I've seen Jeff spelt that way. Okay. And as long as you can come in here, you can spell your name any way you want, bro. I don't give two shits. It's up to you. You won't get chastised for it. I mean, and it leads me back. Has this guy ever been nice to anybody? That's all Frank does is criticize criticize fucking Shaniqua is better name than Jeff. I mean, and he got pissed because I wasn't around Thursday. Frank, it was Thanksgiving. Did you forget? I actually have a family. I didn't ostracize my children. I took care of my children. I still take care of my children today. They need anything, they got it. All they got to do is say, "Hey, Pop, I got a problem." And you know what? If it's within my power, I'll fix it. That's how fathers are supposed to act, Frank. All right? They're not supposed to disown them. Like you disowned your brother. And your poor brother died alone. I got the phone call, Frank. All right? I mean, Jesus H. Christ, Frank. Give it a fucking rest. All right? So, what did we learn tonight? We learned that Frank's a major prick. We also learned that President Trump is going to send in 500 more troops into D.C. for a stopgap against these terrorist attacks. He had you laughing. He had you laugh. Dude, all you got to do is watch the news. Everybody was worried about how much Thanksgiving dinner was going to cost. Okay. And I tell you, it wasn't that expensive. I got a 14.5 pound fresh killed turkey for $20. Right? Bang. I bought russet potatoes. I got all the ingredients to make sausage stuffing. I love sausage stuffing. All right. I'd say I probably spent just on the meal alone $75, which ain't bad. Then I spent another $50 on desserts. And then, cheese, crackers, soda pop, all that extra stuff. And sit, eat, watch football, laugh, talk about old times, talk about what's coming up, normal things that normal people do. Like, I know all my trolls here. Every one of you are a troll now, according to Frank, because you're in here. Do normal things like that. Oh, man. Was your turkey a 3D printed Popeye? No, it was not. Just the Popeye statue was. I love that thing, man. I got that on my desk. I told my youngest she can have that. Let's see, sausage stuffing, as well as my wife made 2 apple pies, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Oh, yes, you gotta have the gravy, baby. Does she make her own gravy? I make my own gravy, man. Gotta have gravy. Ooh, gotta have gravy, especially you cut up the giblets, put the giblets in it. Yeah, that's good to go right there. The only Thanksgiving Frank witnessed is Gilda's sausage stuffed catcher's mitt. you know, you know, and you know what's so funny? If he'd have just kept her off YouTube and kept his mouth shut, she probably would not be fucking the Zoomer instructor today. Okay. Cause you know that girl, I mean, dude, Frank, you let's use a little logic. She's married, got 8 kids. And I'm gonna tell you why she hooked up with you. Because you're a meal ticket. You're a fucking ATM. That's fact. Jimmy sent her out to do this. Filipino men do this to their women. They say, go get that American guy, get the money. I want so much off the top. And I can have everybody here in the live chat confirm it. A lot of Filipino men do that to their women. Period. And it was done to you. It was done to you, Frank. Sorry to say, but that's the way it rolls. Yeah, Mick. I hope you enjoyed that. But there's not too much more to say. It's all said and done. I mean, you could clearly see Frank is not going to change. Isn't it funny how Frank only keeps Guild's filtered photos on his Facebook page so he can feel good about her? He won't put her real picture out there. No, he won't. Oh, dude, everybody laughed at him. He bought some cheap ass Jenny O turkey like about 4 or 5 years ago. And that's the last time he ever mentioned Thanksgiving. And you'll see Christmas will come up. He won't mention Christmas. He won't say Merry Christmas. No, no. That motherfucker has the three ghosts visit him every year and it never does any good. But it is what it is, people. And it's Friday night. And I've been yakking enough on here. And I want to thank you all for coming in. You have a good weekend. And I'll catch you on this flip side. This is Popeye One. I'm out of here.